Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This pick a card reading is going to dive into your person's thoughts and into their mind in regards to your connection. So what's in their head? What's going on in their head? That's what we want to take a look at today. If you haven't had a chance as of yet to pick a stack or meditate on one, by all means, please go back to the very beginning of the video. There's a short picture clip there. You can pause where necessary in silent meditation. Take as much time as you need in order to choose your stack. If during that time you feel led to pick more than one stack, by all means, please listen to your intuition. That's always going to be the best thing for you. Readings are timeless, so whether you choose to watch it now at the upload time or several months to a couple years down the road, doesn't really matter. It's whenever it's placed into your awareness, that's always going to be the best time for you. There may be a message there. These readings are general, so they're not going to resonate with everybody watching. I certainly wouldn't expect them to. There are too many people out there with too many different walks of life and journeys at the moment. I certainly wouldn't expect it to connect with every single person that clicks on this video. In the event that this particular pick a card doesn't resonate, though, you could always check out my other pick a cards, because I have so many in my playlist. So you could take as much time as you need to kind of peruse to see what I have there. And if nothing connects with you, with me as a reader, that's okay, because I may not be the reader for you. And there's so many other readers out there in YouTube world. I'm pretty sure someone has the messages that you're looking for at this time. With love readings, especially, roles can be reversed, flip-flopped, vice versa, interchangeable. So there may be some things that would connect about you, other things that might describe more about your person. And then, if something doesn't fit, also please don't make it fit as well. So just keep that in mind when you're watching. Everything can be kind of interchangeable that way. So with all of that being said, I'll move this out the way. We'll get directly into stack number one. Stack number one, you chose this beautiful amethyst druzy. I'm just going to put this off to the side right there. This I will get back to in a minute. I kind of want to use my romance angels first, okay? Because we want to ask what's going on in their head, your person, stack number one viewers. What's going on in their head, their thoughts in regards to you, the connection. Let's see what's going on in their mind. So your person's mind, thoughts in regards to your connection. Let's see if we can get a card here. I would sooner one just fly out. So much easier that way. All right, so it could be that you guys, maybe for some of you watching who have chosen this pile, you guys are in separation mode. So it says time apart from your partners on the horizon. So it kind of feels like to me that they are focused on the separation. They're thinking about it in maybe even in the midst of separation. Let's see if we can get 3 cards. I don't want to get ahead of myself, so let's see if we can get 3 cards to help with this reading in regards to your person's mind, their thoughts, what's going on in their head, in regards to you and the connection. See if we can get 3 cards. Okay, there's one. We have the 8 of Wands. Okay. All right, I think I know what this is saying already. Let's see if we can get 2 more. The Knight of Swords. All right. It seems to be there's a desire to communicate. Reach out maybe in the midst of separation. So we can get one more. Wow. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely giving me the vibe of them maybe coming back to communicate. You guys probably, for some of you watching, I know this isn't going to resonate with everybody because not everybody's in separation, but for those of you who have specifically chosen stack number one, it looks like a separation, maybe no contact, no communication situation. So it definitely feels like with this 8 of Wands, right, there's Cupid arrows. It's kind of this passionate energy. At the same time, though, it does speak of communication, wanting to send a message out. It sometimes talks about phone calls, emails, texts, maybe communicating back and forth via social media. It can sometimes also speak about travel. Considering that there's a knight here, that gives me some indication as well of action, movement, and travel. So these 2 cards as a combo, definitely thinking about, well, actually we have 3, hold on. All these cards talk about travel. All right, we have the Chariot, could be Cancer that you're dealing with, could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you're dealing with as well. That could be you, also them. We're also, as I record this is a new moon in Gemini, so maybe that's why the Knight of Swords has popped up. But all three of these cards indicate movement, momentum, forward action, and momentum. So it's clear as day that right here they are contemplating reaching out, connecting, maybe traveling some distance or bridging the gap between you in some way. It kind of feels like with this Chariot energy, their thoughts are hyper focused on you, on the connection, on the fact that you guys perhaps are in separation. So to me, this feels like they're feeling the separation, and they're thinking about it. They're hyper focused on it, perhaps. That Chariot energy, whenever we get that, that's all about, focused on a goal and momentum and forward action to that goal. So right away, I can't help but think that this is a desire to move forward or take action towards you, along with this Eight of Wands. Again, travel, distance, long distance, wanting to put one foot in front of the other is kind of the vibe I'm getting from the Knight of Swords. And communicate with that sword energy, because it's all about the mental energy, the thoughts, the words that you speak whenever you have air signs. So yeah, it kind of feels like, let's talk about it. I'm thinking, your person wants to put a word out. I'm hearing send an SOS. So they're thinking about you in the midst of communication. Maybe they want to talk. They have something to say. Let's see if we can get some more detail. They're deep in thought. It kind of feels like they're deep in thought about you. Maybe some words have been left unsaid is also the vibe I'm picking up from this. They're contemplating action. Maybe even how to go about it. Maybe how to come back and talk. It's kind of this feeling of wanting to reach out, extend that olive branch perhaps. Let's see if we can get one card here. In regards to their mind, their thoughts, what's going on in their head. Look at that. They're frustrated. Like it says, shaking your head in disbelief. They're frustrated. They're annoyed. They're focused on the solution rather than the problem. Or focusing on, no, wouldn't it be focusing on the problem rather than the solution? I don't know. But yeah, they're like, why? In other words, like like putting their fist up into the sky. Why? Like, why did my person leave me? Or, why are they not talking to me? Or something like that. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting from that. They're frustrated, maybe in separation because they want to talk, or maybe they can't. Maybe they don't know how to talk. They're not sure what to do. Okay. Look, they missed out on an opportunity with you, and they are frustrated as all heck because of it. Okay, so look. Regret from former relationship. Okay, maybe you're the ex. Maybe they're the ex, right? It says, regret from former relationship. Don't run if it feels right. Risk of loss. Communication is imperative. Look at that. So right away, it's just confirming the idea of wanting to reconnect back to you. Wanting that communication. They missed out on you. They are frustrated as all heck. Shaking their fist up at the sky. That kind of visual is what I'm getting from this especially. And it's like maybe they ran. I can't help but think with this energy too that they ran from the connection. Even though it felt right, it kind of feels like they ran for it. But now they're, it's almost like this feeling of they're kicking themselves. They're kicking themselves in the behind because they missed out on something special. They ran from something that was right for them all along. They risked you. They risked the loss. Somebody took a risk by walking away from this connection. You could also be feeling like it's a missed opportunity too. So somebody missed out on this connection. They're feeling the loss of that. And it's like this desire and need to communicate. That's why it says here, communication is imperative. It's necessary. All these energies talk about movement. These two especially talk about communicating. But your person is super focused, hyper focused, in fact. And this is an energy of movement towards something. So I can't help but think that you might be the goal. You might be the end prize. So I'm going to grab one of these. see if we can get one of these for a little bit of detail. Whoa. So your person is definitely feeling love. They have love on their heart, on their mind. With this card here and the love, they missed out on the love, and they're realizing that now. Maybe it's very late in the game, but you know, it kind of feels like better late than never. But that's, you know, that's something they would have to deal with if they're trying to figure this out. Like, I think they're mad at themselves more than anything is the kind of vibe that I'm getting from this. They're mad at themselves more than anything, and they do have regret because they're hyper focused on it, on what was, what wasn't, and then there's this desire to come through and come forward and talk, but also the frustration of perhaps not knowing how. That's also what I'm getting from this. So I kind of want to take a plain card on the Chariot because it looks like they're trying to come forward. There's love here. I did say Cupid arrows over here with the Eight of Wands, and we do have Cupid here in this card. So let's take a look at the Chariot. I want just a little bit of clarification on this Chariot as far as what's in their mind and their thoughts. It looks like they want to come forward, travel towards you in some way, maybe geographically. You know, maybe there is a geographical distance between you, and there's a need to kind of bridge that literally, but it could also be forward movement figuratively because there's distance, emotional distance, and wanting to kind of bridge that gap. So let's take a look at the Chariot. Okay, so somebody might be a Knight of Wands. Somebody could also be a fire sign. Again, that's passionate energy trying to come towards you. The spark is there. The spark is lit and wanting to take action. So two Knights here just indicating more momentum, action, and passion towards something. All right, so fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We have Cancer energy. We also have air over here. But nonetheless, all energy of go, 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 go get them, right? It's that go get them energy with that Knight of Wands. It goes after something it cares about, desires, or is passionate about. So that's just confirming the passion is there. They're feeling that. They're frustrated, maybe in separation, and don't know how to deal. So what I want to do to kind of finish off this reading for you, stack number 1 viewers, is to get messages from my bag. See. Okay, so wishing on a star. They might be trying to manifest you back with that. Something about laughter. Maybe you made them laugh. Maybe they made you laugh. Something about maybe your laugh. Or they maybe feel somebody was let down. Maybe you were let down. Maybe they feel let down. But maybe they let, I don't know, maybe they let you down. Let's see if we can get... Oh, so if you guys are indeed in separation, somebody's feeling very closed off from someone else. But at the same time, you guys are two of a kind. So two sides of the same coin. Oh, look at that. You have no idea what you do to me. And maybe it's actually making it worse that you guys aren't together at the moment if you are indeed in a separation. Yes. So if you had a thought or a question in your mind, perhaps that's the answer with the yes. So stack number 1, this is your reading. I will leave you here. If you feel that this has helped or, you know, connected for you in some way, please do go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section down below because I do like hearing from everybody. So like, share, subscribe as well to support this channel, and click that bell for notification as well so you don't miss a video from me, because I do upload often. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. It's just a matter of checking me out on Etsy, seeing what readings I have available, and you could book a reading whenever you feel guided to. So much love and blessings to you, stack number 1 viewers. Be safe wherever you are. Take care and keep shining. Stack number 2, you chose this lovely quartz point. I'm just going to put that off to the side here. I'm going to get back to your tarot in a minute. I want to start first with a romance angel. So we're digging into your person's mind, their thoughts, what's going on in their head in regards to this connection with you. All right, so let's see. Stack number 2 viewers, your person's mind, their thoughts, what's going on in their head. Let's see if we can get one card. One card for your person, stack number 2 viewers, in regards to their mind, their thoughts, what's going on in their head. Let's see. Okay, so wow, look, chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So they may indeed be feeling this and thinking about this, the chemistry between you. So let's take a look. Let's see if we can get 3 cards here. What's going on in their mind, their head, in regards to this connection with you. Okay, there's one. All right, so King of Swords. So again, I'm just going to put this out there because stack number 1 had a Knight of Swords, and technically as I record this, we are in a new moon in Gemini, so I think that's why we're seeing a lot of air sign pop up. So we have King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's also confirming the thought process too, because the air sign is all about the thoughts and the mind. So let's see what's going on in their thoughts and their mind, what's in their head in regards to this connection with you, stack number 2 viewers. Okay, wow, Queen of Wands. All right, and we have the Hermit. Okay, so I think I know what's going on here. It kind of feels to me like your person is very mental, okay? They're in their mind a lot, more so than they are expressive with their, from their heart, okay? So it could be that they're more mind versus emotion is what I'm trying to get at. And if they are that, it feels like they feel this attraction, but they're also keeping it to themselves. They're keeping it on the hush, because that Hermit is that. That Hermit is that quiet, soul-searching energy. They could be feeling a lot more than what they let on. This is what's happening, I feel, with these 2 cards especially. I think this Queen of Wands, yes, they're not gender specific, but I can't help but think of a divine masculine and divine feminine power couple here, because we do have a king and a queen together. Queen of Wands could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. That could be you, that could be them, but it kind of feels like this is the chemistry between you and your person, this dynamic here. Somebody might be more outgoing, outspoken, very, you know, I would say not shy about how they feel or the passion and the chemistry that they feel towards the connection, while someone else is. That's kind of what this feels like. There is tons of chemistry here though, because Queen of Wands energy, she is very feisty, very passionate. It's an energy that will go after what it desires, what it wants, what it feels. It's not shy about it. It's not going to shy away from the sexual, you know, feelings or that sexual nature. It's not going to do any of that. It's going to go after what it wants. Any of the wands are like that. It's all about the passion, the momentum, and action. And they don't sit by and just let things happen to them. When the wands energy wants something, it goes out and gets it. And it acts on its inspirations. So it does feel like the spark is lit. It really is lit. I mean, look at the fire in her hand. This is legit. Like, it's real. So the spark is lit. The chemistry is there. The attraction and the magnetism is there, but I feel like your person is more on the low. They're more quiet. They're more in their thoughts. So it kind of feels like they feel deeply, okay, because the Hermit does. It's a lot of introspection and reflection with that Hermit card and this King of Swords especially. So lots of introspection and reflection about the connection, but then like the desires, it runs deep. They might not outwardly say it, they might not outwardly perhaps even demonstrate it, but that doesn't mean that they don't feel it and that the chemistry isn't alive and well. But it kind of feels like your person's thinking deeply about this connection, about what they feel, about the attraction that they have. And then there's, keep in mind though, the King of Swords might be very contemplative, meditative, might do a lot of thinking, right? But it gets to a point where he also doesn't sit still, because it's a king energy, and kings are a little bit more highly evolved than, let's say, a page. If your person was showing up as a page, they wouldn't be so sure of themselves. But a king knows what he wants. They might have to think about it a little bit, meditate on it, process it a little bit more than the average, but they still go after what it is that they want. So I really feel like there's a stirring, but it's more or less, I'm going to just figure this out for myself and then make moves. That's what this feels like. So if you're dating somebody, if you are maybe just getting to know someone, or if there's a lot of chemistry here in your current connection, your person feels deeply. It's just like with that Hermit though, they just kind of keep it to themselves a little bit more than the average. So if you're worried about it, I wouldn't be too much. We have Cupid here, who is kind of like shooting an arrow into the air. And what's kind of crazy is, hold on, this beautiful woman here is holding a flame, and then look at the flame between them too. Like there's a little a orb or a spark there. So I kind of feel like for those who have chosen stack number 2, you might be wondering if they feel the same. And this is, I think, confirmation that even though they're a little bit quiet and on the hush about it, they do indeed feel that spark just as much as you do, because there's this lovely couple here together, and they're feeling that glow or that vibe between them. So let's see if we can get a little bit of insight. Yeah, definitely feel that spark is expanding. It kind of feels like, or glowing between you. Woo. Okay, what was that? Oh, yeah, look at that. Shy or too nervous to ask you out. So somebody likes you. They're definitely feeling this more than they kind of outwardly let on. It says it takes a minute. Nervous to ask you out. The answer is maybe they're second guessing themselves perhaps as well. They might be a little bit more reserved, I want to say, rather than shy when it comes to you. But they feel the spark. So let's see if we can get another card. Hold on a second. I feel like one of these were turned over and I didn't notice. I could have just imagined it. I'm just checking. Yeah, there was one. Okay. I'm just going to put it back into the deck like normal. All right. Let's see if we can get another card to kind of aid us in this reading. More detail. That Hermit energy is it is that shy, quiet, reserved. Your person could also be a little bit more introverted. Maybe someone else is a little bit more extroverted with the Queen of Wands, right? So let's see. One more card. Oh, wow. Look at that. Realize your light. Okay, we have 3 cards that are showing us flames. Okay, or sparks. There's 1, 2, and now 3. That's freaking cool. All right, let me see what it says. It says, you have to be healed to attract. Healed. You are a divine being having a human experience. Yeah, so there is a spark. There is a divine light that's, I think, been lit between you. And maybe somebody is a little bit more on the reserve side because maybe they're still trying to heal from something. That could also be it. And the Hermit kind of does that. He goes inward to heal, to process, to figure things out in order to know where he's going or what he's doing. It's a soul-searching card. But we also have a lamp here, and whenever I see the lamp, I do think of the star in the skies. So there's some kind of divine guidance. Maybe they're just trusting the process of love, relationships, life, the universe. So let's see if we can get another card. Whoa. Okay, so two of them fell out. You have the widower and you have the house. So, okay, another vibe that I'm getting from this is if your person maybe came out of a relationship not too long ago, maybe that's why this is here as far as the healing aspect of it. Maybe that's why they're a little bit shy or more reserved, maybe hesitant to ask you out. We have the widow energy, and that's why I say that, because this energy struggles to release or let go of something from the past. Maybe they are indeed trying to heal from a previous situation, or maybe if it's not a previous relationship, it's just that reservation or a little bit of hesitancy to get into something new because maybe they got something else going on in their life they're trying to recover from or trying to let go. All right. And then we have the house energy, which talks about wanting stability, wanting to kind of restabilize yourself. Somebody's hesitating a little bit or a little bit more reserved or shy in regards to a new connection. I think because they're trying to establish themselves or stabilize themselves where there wasn't stability before. They're trying to regain that is kind of what I'm feeling from this. The house energy does talk about, where you feel secure, where you feel safe. Maybe they're trying to build up, this a level of trust perhaps with you first, because that is a sense of security. It's where you feel safe. So maybe they're trying to work up the trust or build that connection in trust first, and then they can kind of like feel comfortable enough to come forward. That's another thing that I'm getting. So let's get some messages from the bag. So yeah, they definitely feel this attraction. They might second guess themselves, maybe second guess whether you feel the same. So let's see. Okay. All right, so somebody might be a Taurus. Oh, you know what? The narcissist energy comes up. So again, if they're healing from something, maybe, maybe it was that kind of dynamic. If there was a past relationship, that could definitely be it. Maybe you, as the viewer stack number 2, maybe has recently or are recently trying to heal from a situation like that, and maybe are also hesitant with your person, with your new person, or whoever it is that you are inquiring with this reading about. But it says closure. Maybe you didn't have closure from a previous situation. Again, lots of energy of healing or needing to heal. So somebody needs to heal. But I also think that's part of the reservation as to, maybe being shy in regards to getting into a new connection, right? But that doesn't take away from the fact that the person feels the same and they're thinking about it, they're contemplating it. Somebody's reserved, though. Oh, and look, there's messages, perhaps? Messages coming through, and somebody ran away, or someone is thinking about running away. Again, that hesitation, fear will make you run away from a connection, even though you feel it. Maybe someone's a runner, I don't know, or has runner tendencies. Again, that's second guessing. Okay, peace offering. Okay. If only you knew. So somebody's keeping something from someone. And the peace offering gesture, that's more or less like wanting to bridge the gap between you and someone else, or vice versa, them and you. Huh. I'd like to know how that may connect for some of you. Let's see if we can get one more. Oh, partner in crime. Okay. Whenever I think of that, I think of like your friend, like your ride or die. So maybe you feel like this person could be that. I don't know. Stack number 2, you let me know how you feel this connects for you. I love hearing from everybody in the comment section. So I'm going to leave you here. If you feel connects, by all means, please do let me know. send me a little message in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, and click that bell for notification to support this channel as well if you feel inclined to. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. All you have to do is check me out on Etsy, see what readings I have available, and you could book a reading whenever you feel guided to. So stack number 2, I'll leave you here. Please be safe in the world wherever you are. Take care of yourself. Much love and keep shining. Stack number 3, you chose this beautiful labradorite here. I'm just going to put that off to the side. This is your tarot, but first I want to start with the romance angels because we're going to dig into your person's thoughts, their mind, what's going on in that head of theirs. So stack number 3, your person's thoughts, their mind, what's going on in their head in regards to your connection. Let's see if we can get one card. What was that? All right, it says this could be the one. Okay, it says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. All right, so let's see if we can get 3 cards. All right, we have the Fool, the Queen of Swords, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and as I record this, we are in a new moon in Gemini, so I think that's why the swords are popping up everywhere. So let's see if we can get one more. Your person's thoughts, what's going on in that head of theirs in regards to you, in regards to the connection. One more card, please. Okay, 4 of Pentacles. All right, so I do feel a little bit of reservation from the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, and a lot of times that's because somebody's just trying to protect their heart. And with the Queen of Swords energy, she kind of does put the sword in front of her heart space. So I don't know, I kind of feel like it could be 2 ways. It could be that they feel that you, stack number 3 viewer, are a little bit reserved and are maybe afraid to let love in. And or they perhaps could be a little bit reserved about opening up their heart to love as well, for whatever reason that may be. So they could be sensing you as doing that, or that could be their energy. This Fool energy is definitely talking about taking a leap of faith in a new connection for sure, especially with this card here, right? They could be seeing you as the one. They really could, but they could have some reservations because if you're coming off a little bit guarded, like this Queen of Swords, she has that in front of her heart chakra area. If they sense you as being a little bit guarded, they could, it kind of feels like wanting to be careful with you, or somebody wanting to really take it easier, be careful, because there's a little bit of fear, not wanting to open up fully or completely, even though there's this feeling of this could be my person. So their thoughts are definitely wanting to kind of take the step into something new with this Fool, but then having some reservations. Either you're demonstrating that and they're picking up on that vibe, or maybe they just have their concerns about falling in love or opening up. That 4 of Pentacles always wants to kind of clutch the coin to the chest and keep themselves safe and secure. The 4 of Pentacles is an energy of not wanting to really let the guard down, or let love in sometimes, because it's worked so hard to get to a certain point where it's secure and stable. The last thing it wants to do is kind of open up or unfurl like a flower in order to allow love in, or allow itself to be slightly vulnerable. And I think these 2 energies are slightly guarded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get playing cards, because it kind of feels like, again, there's 2 scenarios. It could be you that they sense is a little bit reserved and guarded towards love. This is new, exciting, there's an optimistic feeling about where this could go, but you might be very, reserved and holding back. They want to try to bring that wall down because they think you could be the one, or they are the ones who have those walls up, a little bit afraid to open up the heart space area, even though they feel that you could be the one. So yeah, it's kind of kind of confusing, I know, with the two scenarios that I'm picking up here. So I think I am going to get clarification of anything on that Queen of Swords. And the Four of Pentacles are just two playing cards. And then I'm going to grab other cards. Let's see. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Okay. All right. So that actually is the Eight of Swords on top of the Queen of Swords. So this is an energy of like needing to get out of your own way. So somebody needs to get out of their own way when it comes to this connection, because this person is really special with this energy here. Somebody's the one, okay? They see you as the one. That Eight of Swords here is basically a mental limitation. It's a matter of the mind over the heart. If you can bring down that mental limitation that you have in your mind, things can start to open up and make progress in this connection. So again, I don't know if you're the Queen of Swords or they're the Queen of Swords, because they're not gender specific, but somebody is definitely having their inner guard up. We see that here with that Eight of Swords, where it's like, you know, the person is in the middle of all these swords surrounding them, and it's really just a mind over matter situation. So if somebody could let the guard down and start to open up and let love in, this could be something really special there, or the beginning of something really special with that Fool energy. The thing with the Fool is you got to kind of let the baggage go. So if somebody's been hurt before, that baggage has to go, or you're going to always have fear in taking a leap of faith towards something or someone new when it comes to love and connections. We see that limitation of the mind here. So somebody has to get out of their own way. So let's take a look at the Four of Pentacles. All right, Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Yes, so somebody's definitely debating the connection here, okay? That Queen of Swords, she's been hurt before, all right? She is the queen who has the backbone of steel, but it's because she's been through some things. So somebody has been hurt before, and they're a little concerned about letting their guard down, opening up towards a new connection. Even though that's like they make you feel good, there's a good connection or rapport, but there's a debate here with that Two of Pentacles, because you vacillate back and forth. You weigh the pros and cons of, should I do this, should I not do this? So somebody's debating because I think they've been hurt before. So let's take a look at, it's like, I feel like my person's the one, but I've been hurt before. Or my person is the one, but they've been hurt before, and they may not want this because they're afraid to open up or let me in. Okay, those are the two scenarios. So let's see if we can get one card. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Fear in the way. Me and my ego. Fear is in the way. Not contacting you, but thinking of you often. Replaying over in the mind. Again, that Eight of Swords could be it too. Playing it over in their mind. Should I not? Should I? Should I not? Right? And fear gets in the way. Again, the Fool, in order to move forward, has to relinquish fear or any baggage of the past in order to step into the new and take that leap of faith. So it does kind of feel like fear or the ego gets in the way towards a new situation, a new journey with someone that could be really special here, right? Another thing, if this is applying, let's say, as this card is talking about, if this is applying to a no contact situation, let's say you haven't been in contact with your person, the same thing applies. They would need to take a leap of faith and let go of the fear, okay, in order to reach out and contact you. That's why it says not contacting you, but thinking about you all the time. So your person, if you're in no contact and you chose this reading, they definitely are the one, or you're the one for them, but at the same time, they struggle to take a leap of faith because they allow fear to get in the way. Their own mental limitation. And it's this constant debate of should I reach out, should I not reach out? There's also another vibe that I'm feeling from this. Okay. All right, so that was flipped over. I'm not sure why, but I'll read it. It says, see if they're the one. It's funny. Spend time together, make effort in getting to know them, emotional investment. So again, someone has to decide whether they want to, you know, drop the guard in order to emotionally invest in the connection. If someone's afraid to get hurt, right? If they're afraid to get hurt, that could also deter someone from wanting to invest. But you're getting to know each other, and in order to find out if someone could be the one, you have to kind of make yourself slightly vulnerable in order to get to know them and find out. So this says, Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It. Don't try to fix others. Heal yourself to attract the best partner. People pleasing, trust the process. So again, the idea of needing to trust the process of the connection. All right, if it is indeed a new one with the Fool energy here, if you or your person's afraid to get hurt, this is basically saying there's a need to heal, because you're not going to trust that somebody really sincerely wants, you know, to make progress with you if you're still hung up on getting hurt and there's a lot of fear still in the way from previous hurts. Okay, so I'm going to grab one of these. Again, I'm sorry, but this reading is kind of reading, you know, I can't really tell who is the one with the guard up. I think only the viewer will be able to tell. But definitely the feeling of being the one and a need to take a leap of faith. Kind of feels like they are the ones thinking that you're the one, but you might be scared to take that leap of faith with them over fear of getting hurt again. Debating whether to invest in the connection as well. It's funny, you have two cards that say this could be the one, and it says see if they're the one. So I think over time, if the more you spend with your person, the more you'll know if it's worth dropping the guard for, you know. So let's even get one card. All right, so it's funny this card says wait, where is it? This one, no, trust the process, right? Trust the process. This one talks about it. A journey is that, right? And I did mention releasing baggage from the past. There goes the baggage. You know, the Fool doesn't carry much when he takes a new journey or embarks upon a new journey with someone or something, right? And it is a process. It is a journey, but you do have to relinquish some baggage in order to take the steps forward. So if this is a new connection for some of you, or let's say for some of you, you guys are in no communication, you haven't heard from them in a while, someone has to release fear in order to take a leap of faith, because this is your person. That's what it feels like. You're the person for them, they're the person for you, but there are some things that are kind of in the way that maybe from the past haven't been healed. Those guards need to be dropped slightly in order to take a chance on this connection. Allow a little bit of vulnerability in order to invest in the connection, in order to get to know one another, especially. All right, so I'm going to get messages from the bag here. Oh, look, I wasn't ready for us. Maybe somebody isn't quite ready, and maybe that's why the fear is there and the guards are up. The fear of getting hurt. Okay, I see you shining. So somebody's shining brightly. Oh, somebody's going crazy. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, I creep your social media. Wow. Okay. Wow. Interesting. You guys let me know how these little notes apply. Sometimes they're bang on. So, okay. All right, so pulling away. So somebody might have a tendency to pull away. And if this is a no communication situation, your person could be, again, the debate of reaching out, possibly with this, right? Not contacting you, but thinking about you all the darn time. and needing to take that leap of faith to reconcile the connection, perhaps. And that constant debate back and forth, should I not, that kind of thing with that Two of Pentacles. Oh, somebody could be a Leo. And another thing, if you're in a situation where you haven't heard from them a while, or maybe they don't reach out, they could potentially see you as having that sword up and not wanting to let them in either. All right, so somebody missed an opportunity, and it says only up from here. So that's a positive sign. So maybe if somebody takes a leap of faith in this connection and lets go of the fear and the reservation, it could potentially, there could be a reconciliation, perhaps. Maybe a healing of this connection somewhere along the line. So stack number 3, this is your reading. I will leave it here. Let me know how this connects for you in the comment section. If you want to support this channel, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, clicking that bell for notification as well, so that way you never miss a video. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. It's just a matter of checking me out on Etsy, seeing what readings I have available, and you can book a reading whenever you're guided to. So much love and blessings to you. I will leave you here. Much love. Be well. Take care and keep shining.